All right, everybody, what's up? Good evening. What's up, my TTG fam? How's everyone doing today? How's everyone's day? What's up, guys? Who do we got joining us here tonight on my stream? We got Nick Lowry, JD Trader, Flip, Mike DeRocco, Jorge Jr., William Robson, Chef Daddy's in the house, Big Bala, Sean Miller, Gary Marshall. Yes, RKT. Let's go. RJ Grimshaw, Danny Brew, my man, Sharon, what's up? Bo, Ghost, what's up, everybody? How's everyone's day? Judy Leone, how are you? Todd Russell, Willard, Scott Berry, Extreme Gamer, Ahmad, Mitma, Andrew Michelotti's in the house. What's up? Maria, David, man, I love my crew. Paul, what's up, Paul? I see you, man. Never missing a stream. What's up?
Yeah.
Raiden, new TTG member. Justin Kirk, what's up, brother? I'm good. How are you? And Ashley, I'm doing fantastic. How are you? Ghost253 says, what's up, Godfathers? Jim Chamberlain. We got Frank Barajas, Faye Hassan, Gino, Domain. What's up, everybody? Wendy Fonseca, what's up? Santos, what's up, fam? All right, everybody, what's up? What's up, guys? We got a nice little day for us to discuss here. We're going to be talking about a couple of pretty serious option trades today, between a 40% gain on an option trade for me on UVXY, and you've got, Mike Collins, what's up, man? And then you've got the Wolf, who in the after hours session is going to be pretty damn excited about tomorrow. As RKT, guys, we have two option trades that we're going to discuss as soon as we get Jason some WD-40 for his chair. We're going to be the noisiest office chair I've ever heard.
Oh God! This is my streaming chair.
So, guys, we've got a lot to discuss. So we've got a big 40% gain today for me on my UVXY option trade. I talked to you guys about this on Sunday. I talked to you about this trade yesterday. Now I'm updating you on my position because I took profits yesterday for a 22% gain on 25% of my position. And then today, bulk of my position off the table for a 40% gain. And then the Wolf went ahead and entered a call option trade on RKT. I believe it was the $30 strike calls, and that thing has absolutely exploded in the after hours session. So we have a couple of things we're going to discuss. We're going to recap those two trades. I'm going to explain to you guys what I saw on UVXY that made me pull the trigger in the first place. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing with the last piece of my position as the option expires on Friday. The Wolf is going to go over with you his RKT trade, what he was doing with that, what his thought process was with that trade. New all-time highs on the SPY. The SPY is also pushing much higher in the after-hour session. We're now clear over 353.50 on the SPY. And then we have IPO market is absolutely insane. The IPO market has gone completely mad. RKT, NNOX, SHLL, all of these recent new issues are just going absolutely bonkers. Okay? absolutely bonkers. So we have a lot of things that we're going to be discussing with you guys on this live stream. I'm excited to get into it. I'm excited to kind of recap the day. I know Jason's excited to talk to you about RKT because that's going to be a big one as well. So some pretty big SPACs are pretty. Yes, Unruly from Twitch says the SPACs are pretty crazy right now. They really are. These special acquisition vehicles are just going crazy. They're just going crazy. SHLL, obviously one of them from today. So really good opportunities right now, guys, in the overall markets. The large cap market I think is providing with way better opportunity right now than small caps. I think the small cap market has cooled off a little bit, obviously, which is normal. The end of summer, really normal for small caps to cool off, but we're just getting rip your face off moves in mid caps and large caps. Some mid cap names like RKT. Okay. You've got WKHS with the monster move today. We talked about WKHS on Sunday for being a possible swing trade idea. That stock now up well over $20. Today, we were talking about that when it was still around 17. So that's another big move. And then, of course, like I said, SHLL and the other one. So, guys, really, really good action right now. I think that this is one of those moments in time where it really, really pays for you to be a diversified trader. I talk to people a lot about the importance of not just being a one-trick pony and really getting professional education so that you can apply your education across multiple different asset classes, regardless of your trading style or strategy. It's important that you're able to trade multiple asset classes and not just say, okay, I'm just going to only trade small caps because that's all I do. And even if you have a small account, I still don't suggest that all you do is trade small caps. There's still tremendous opportunity in large caps and understanding, even how to trade options on some of these large caps, because my win today, my swing trade on UBXY was call options. It was a swing trade on my call options, and that's a 40% gain. The Wolf also swing trade on RKT, call options again, and that's going to be a monster trade tomorrow once that stock opens up for trade, and he'll be taking some profits off tomorrow. Will be a big one. Okay, that's going to be another big win. All right, so no, I did not see RKT. No, RKT did not just drop. It finished trading at, I believe, 32.32. Well, I'll take a look at it just real quick, guys. Yep, 32.32. You guys can see is where we finished the after hours session, and right here was where we closed. So that was the closing bell. Okay, it was right here over 30.50, but the stock has, since the market's closed, the stock has traded much higher, about $1.75 of upside since we closed, and in the SPY as well. Just an absolute monster move in the SPY, guys. We're now up to 335.59. That's a new all-time high here now. I haven't even looked at the futures market. I don't really think that I even need to. I'm sure we're probably up at this point, but we'll take a look and we'll see what happens there tomorrow. Okay, guys, so there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be talking about here today on this live stream. I'm going to start this live stream off the same way that I do. Yeah, Tesla's been fantastic too. Yeah, Tesla's been fantastic too. All right. So, hey, guys, we're going to start this live stream off same way we do every live stream. That's going to be with a blanket Q&A session. Then after our Q&A session, I'm going to go over and recap my UVXY trade. Then the Wolf will go ahead and recap his RKT trade, and we can talk more about some of these recent IPOs or SPACs, or just call them recent new issues. And then we'll talk about the SPY up at all-time highs. Okay, so before we get into that, guys, go ahead, fire away. I'm going to give some time for people to log on, and we're going to start things off with a blanket Q&A session. So go ahead, guys, feel free, fire away. Regardless of what platform that you guys are on, whether you're on YouTube, we're also streaming live on Facebook, on Twitter, via Periscope, and then we're also streaming live on Twitch. Before I do take a single question, though, you guys already know it. Okamas4467 from YouTube, he already said it. He goes, hit the like button, my bros. You guys know it. Before I take a single solitary question from any of you, Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button. Let me and Jason know how much you guys appreciate these live streams. Let me know how much you guys appreciate and how much this information education helps you in your own trading. And of course, also share this video on your social media channels. Click that share button so we can get as many traders involved as we possibly can and help as many traders as we possibly can. If you are brand new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And of course, hit that notification bell. Make sure you guys don't miss out on any more of these videos. All right. So now go ahead, guys. Fire away. Ask some questions. And it will be, what's the upside on WKHS? At least 22. Okay. Your upside on WKHS is at least 22. I'll take you guys over to WKHS real quick. We'll go to the daily chart. Okay, here is your previous highs right up here, right in that $22 range. Excuse me, I'm tired. So here's your $22 level, guys. That all-time high. That's going to be at least your upside from here. Okay, 2 big high volume days as we're breaking out of this consolidation pattern, kind of a bullish wedge, bullish pennant pattern. I think you're going to at least get up there and test 22. There is a large short position on this stock. If this thing gets through that all-time high is exactly 22.90. If we get through that, then you could see a continued short squeeze. This thing's got mid-20s written all over it. If it can get through 22 to 23. All right. So I think you still have a good amount of upside. I like the breakout that you're seeing on WKHS. I would say at least 22. And then once you get over 22, just, you're going to want to take some profits off in front of that all-time high. Okay. So I would say for those of you that are long WKHS, I would definitely be taking some profit off the table right here around that $22 number. And then if it breaks through the all-time high and extends, then my next take profit will be somewhere around 24. Final take profit probably somewhere around 26. Okay. So I do think you still have plenty of upside potential there on WKHS.
I saw a question. All right.
Dude.
Ready, Ken? So Kenneth wants to know if we teach within the courses. So his question was something along the lines of, Wolf doesn't use charts. How is his method if he's not like a technical analysis guy? So we kind of joke around about that I don't use charts. And it's true. I'm not using TC 2000. I trade a very specific way. It's something that people in TTG, of course, they end up understanding somewhat. But, it's not that I don't use technical analysis. It's just that I don't depend on it, especially right now. There's a lot of trades that if I use technical analysis or like serious technical analysis, that maybe I wouldn't get into the trade. Right now, I'm using a lot of my eyes, just knowing my supports, understanding the stock and the security that I'm trading, and understand everything that's around it that can influence it in any way, whether it's an index, whether it's a competitor, something, political, something, in the macro environment, whatever, and what I'm doing is I'm basically trading the channel, and we'll get into this when we talk about RKT. So the way that I got into the RKT contract was looking around at all of these companies like Zoom, DocuSign, which knew was going to have just a sick earnings, and also understanding that this is a new offering, right? This is a recently, it just IPO'd, and basically I'm just looking at it like, okay, why is a company like Rocket Mortgage going to outperform maybe when they were private. And, you can do this with any stock, so I'm looking at it, okay, well, what's been going on the last 6 months, right? So we've got everybody working remote. We've got interest rates at zero. We've got mortgages, coming in at interest rates that are better than what I got. And I have 800 credit score. It's nuts. So it's a really good time to be in something like this. So kind of looking at DocuSign, kind of looking at Zoom, kind of looking at that stay-at-home economy, and and the need for people to kind of go towards like this type of service, I just thought it was kind of a no-brainer. Beyond that, it's a lot of understanding the channels and understanding the stocks that I'm trading, and especially understanding the habits of the people that are trading them, whether they, will take the pops, they'll take profit, and understanding the flow. And, guys, it's not something like can really be taught. A lot of it is just eyeballing a stock, watching every tick. Guys, when I'm not trading, I'm watching a lot of different stocks. I'm watching the tape. I'm watching level 2. But at the same time, I'm looking at volume. I'm looking at the VWAP. For me, when I'm trading options, I look a lot at the MACD. I look at the RSI. I look at things that, normal traders would be like, it doesn't really matter. But when I put it all together with everything, I see the whole picture. And, I end up having a pretty good success rate.
Pretty good is him being modest, guys.
Yeah, guys, I've had like 130 alerts since July 26th. It's over 130. I've looked at it, and I've had like 19 losses and 130 plus wins. I don't know.
All right. Let's see. Next question. Let's see. Mike, if in the money at expiration, are you forced to buy the stock? Yeah, you've got to exercise your options. Otherwise, your option is just you wasted your money. If you guys let an option contract expire, this question's from David. If you guys are in the money and you let an option contract expire, it's not like owning an option is not like you're owning a stock. Owning an option is just you're owning a contract that gives you the right to buy or sell a stock at a particular price. That's all that contract does. It doesn't actually have, like a hard value to it, like an individual stock would. So when that contract expires, okay, you're still holding that contract, your broker is going to say to you, okay, well now to exercise this contract, you're going to need to spend X amount of dollars, depending on your position size. One contract is equal to 100 shares. So if you've got one contract, you're going to have to buy 100 shares of this particular stock at whatever your strike price was. So let's say if your strike price on RKT, for example, is $30, which the call option that Jason bought is $30 strike price. And let's say the contract, he lets it expire. Jason, what's your Friday expiration?
Actually, September 18th.
September 18th. Okay, so if Jason just holds on to this option contract until September 18th, and let's say RKT is at $38 on September 18th, and he does not sell those option contracts, okay, and his strike price is at 30, that means he's going to be in the money, okay, $8. If the stock's at 38 and his call option strike is at 30, it's said that he's in the money $8. Now, his broker will contact him and say, okay, you now owe X amount of dollars, however many contracts that you're holding times 100, because one contract is equivalent to 100 shares. So you're going to have the money. If you have one contract, you're going to have the money to buy 100 shares at $30. Okay, so if you don't have the money to transact that, then you've just wasted the money that you've paid for that contract if you're not going to actually be able to exercise the option. So when I'm trading options, I don't actually I don't exercise my options. I'm actively trading my options because depending on the price of the stock moving up or down, the value of that contract is going to go up or down because there's a value in owning in being able to buy the stock at 30 if it's going to be at 38. Now, people that exercise option contracts are typically higher net worth traders. They're professional traders. They're institutions. They're investment banks. They're hedge funds. Okay, your average mom and pop are not going around exercising their option contracts. So, as an active trader of these contracts, I'm selling all of my option contracts before they actually expire.
Yeah, and there's one caveat to that, and I agree with everything Michael said. So let's say I've got an option that expires this Friday, okay, and I'm $5 in the money, all right, but I think it's going to keep going, all right, and say I'm like, man, I really want to own this for the long term, and let's say it comes with a dividend also on top of it. So I'm in the money $5, it comes with a dividend. I might exercise a portion of what I'd like to own and, take the profit on the rest, because your profit is one thing, but now being in the stock and also having a dividend on top of that, especially if you're looking at this for a longer term, is something entirely different. I think I've exercised options less than like 5 times. And most of the times I exercise options, it's because an option didn't pay me what it should have paid me. Like we got into a situation where we went short IGC. We got 250 puts like a month out, and the same day the stock dropped from 330 where we bought them to 187, and the option barely moved. And that was a situation where I was like, I should just exercise this. And I didn't, but the point being, like, if I wanted to take advantage and get that short, like if it was expiring that week, I would have held it, but that's really, for the most part, guys, sell your options. It's the same money. Like, if you're just looking to be active, just sell them. And don't forget about them, because I know a bunch of people that they had a couple of SPY options. They thought that they were gonna be, all right, I thought these were dead, and then they ran, and they had like 10, 20 SPY contracts because they thought they were buying YOLOs, and they're like, what happened? They're like, I'm like, dude, you own like 300 grand worth of this.
Yeah, his broker hit him up and was like, yeah, you got to send us $286,000 now. So
yeah, so just sell them. For pretty much everybody on here, just sell them. You're an institutional guy.
Just sell them. Like I'm saying, I use the options to actively trade them. I use them to actively trade them. All right. When you buy a call option to sell, you just hit the next bottom right next to it. Sorry. I'm not sure I understand your question, Renzo Lopez.
I'll make it simple. Buy to open when you want to get in, sell to close when you want to get out.
Oh, okay, yeah. If that's okay, yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah. So Renzo, if that's what you're saying, because when you're like, do you just hit the next bottom right next to it? I'm not sure what you meant by that, but yeah, buy to open, sell to close.
Yeah, don't do it the other way.
Oh yeah, and Baronic Trader was talking. If you're selling spreads, you can get assigned on that. That's a whole nother piece of risk. Yo, Mike Turnell, James Earl Scones checking in from Facebook. What's up, man? So yeah, no, that's a whole nother conversation about risk on options. If you're writing options or if you're selling options, that's a whole nother different type of risk that I won't get into for the sake of this live stream. But that's more advanced option strategies anyway. I wouldn't recommend any inexperienced traders or anything like that go ahead and start to do more advanced, higher risk option trades like that. Chris Botsis, what's up, man? I'm doing well. How are you? Somebody just asked if you still have a sick mohawk, Wolf.
I did.
Let's see. Next question. I'll take like one or two more questions, guys, and then we're gonna get into our recaps. I have a lot of questions today about options.
Yeah, because options are the bee's knees. They're killing it. You know, I'm going to say something about options. Now I'm going to put on my Uncle Wolf hat. Guys, a lot of people are crushing it on options. Tesla, Apple, Zoom, whatever. Guys, this isn't a normal market. You have to understand that, like Mike and I get questions every day. Well, and we talk about it. Like, oh, why aren't you guys taking advantage of these options? Why aren't you, you guys are missing out on so much money. The difference is that in October to December of 2018, we were loading the boat on all these stocks, okay, for our long-term portfolio. Trimming. And then in March, we did it all again. So I don't have to buy Square. I don't have to buy Boeing. I don't have to gamble on these options because a lot of these positions are already up so much. But the moral and the point of this little diatribe is, guys, this is not a normal market. A lot of people that are killing it are buying options so far out of the money, and they're just, it's working, right? You're going to come one day, the market is going to return to normal conditions, and you're going to try and do this sort of thing, and you're going to get killed. All right. And I said this earlier, any fool could make money. The hard part is really holding on to that money, So like right now, like this market, I'm trading stock primarily, I'm just getting my positions. I'm rotating out of like some of my longer term things into things that I think are distress. You make money, guys, take that, buy some stock in something that is going to be around that hasn't run like 200%, since March. I swear to God, you will be so thankful that you did. All right.
All right. I'll take like one or two more, guys. Derek Andrew says, is it always best to get into a high interest option? You want to try to stay away from options that have no open interest. At all. I pay a lot more attention to the volume on the day than I do more so the open interest on the option itself. But you want to look for both. You want to look for both. You don't want to get into an option that has no open interest, but you do. I want to look for options, especially when I'm getting into options. I look for the higher volume option. Okay, I look for the higher volume options because I want to make sure that I have no issues getting in or out of my position size. Okay, if I'm trying to buy 100 or 200 contracts of something, I want to make sure that I can easily get out of that option. I don't want to go ahead and try to buy 100 contracts of something if I am, if the contract is only going to trade 800 or 900 contracts the entire day. So liquidity will become an issue on some individual stocks when you guys are looking at options, especially depending on how far out in expiration you go. Like if you're looking at a month out or 2 months out expiration, the volume on those contracts is going to be light. So you have to understand that going into it, that you may not be able to get out or get in of that trade or that position. If you are trading with size, you might have a difficult time getting out. So I always like to look for the option contract that's got real heavy liquidity and good volume on it, so I know I won't have any issues getting out of my position.
Yeah, because you don't want to be the one bid whacking it and then just
Right.
shooting yourself in the foot.
Right. And a lot of those options too, guys, will have a big spread. Like if you're trading an option that does not have a lot of liquidity, you can have a 10 to 15% spread on some of these contracts. I mean, the spread can kill you if you have a hard time or if you can't get out of your position.
Yeah. And I'll give you a little hack, which is quick. If, let's say, you're looking at something longer term and you see that there's a spread, just put a stink bid in, like super low, like 10 cents. If, let's say, this thing's at like 50 cents normally or whatever, put a stink bid in like 10 cents and leave it good till cancel. You might get filled. I actually looked at one today, and it was trading at like 66 cents. And I looked at the low of the day and it was 15 cents. So that hack worked for somebody. Somebody ended up selling some contracts and they market ordered and there was nothing there to back it up. And they ended up losing, they thought that they were getting out at like 60 and they got out at 15. So those stink bids can help in that situation. And on the flip side, when you get into them, you do the same thing. You set a sell like real high and then see maybe some sucker buys it from you.
Here's a good question from Richie Scalia. Okay. Richie Scalia says, does it make more sense for me to turn towards the basic options trades that we learn in TTG in order to boost my account value easier than just outright buying stock shares, say with only $2,000? Well, here I'll say something first, Jay, and then I'll let you just jump right on and add to it, because I know we both probably have some stuff we want to talk about this. Richie, I mean, listen, options is a fantastic vehicle for traders with small accounts to trade. It is. It's a great vehicle because you can take advantage of higher price movement on stocks like an Apple or a Beyond Meat or a Roku or a Zoom or Ubixy, for example, or like the Wolf's RKT, or maybe it's WKHS, or some of these other stocks that maybe otherwise would be a little bit too expensive for someone with a small account. The option makes it very, very, within reach, okay, for someone with a small account to be able to capitalize on that price movement. Like if you think Apple is going to go from, $130 to $140 now that after the split, you should be able to take advantage of that. And just because you have $3,000 in your account should not prevent you from capitalizing on that move. So I do think options is a good vehicle for you to trade, even if you with a small account. However, you need to really understand first how to trade stocks first. If you're not profitable trading stocks, then I would just tell you to stay away from trading options, because options will carry higher risk. The thing that a lot of traders with small accounts, and this is traders with any size account really, the thing that they don't understand with regards to options is the actual risk that you are taking when you're buying these option contracts, because you can get into an option contract and you could lose 20, 30, 40, 50% on that option quite easily. And a lot of people don't really understand how to actually, don't really understand how to actually calculate that risk. And that's how traders with small accounts or with any size account can really, really get hurt and can really get themselves blown up. That's why it's very important that you guys go through the option courses that are on the website. I talk in depth in the option courses about selecting your strike price, selecting the expiration date, risk management, proper position sizing. I talk a lot about that in the options course. And I do think it's important that traders are diversified enough to be able to trade small caps with your small account, but also to be able to trade large caps when small caps are quiet. Now, if this was May or June, I would say any single trader with a small account, don't even think about trading options. Focus on small caps because small caps were absolutely on fire in May and June. So I would tell you, don't even think about looking at anything else. Focus right here on small caps. Now, the overall market is absolutely on fire. I think we've had a new all-time high on the SPY for 7 consecutive days now. If I'm not mistaken, I have to go back and check, but I think it's 7 consecutive days of a new all-time high, at least 6 consecutive days of an all-time high. And we have stocks like Apple making the move that it made, Tesla, Roku, RKT, WKHS, Chewy, Zoom Video, Peloton, Netflix, Nvidia, AMD. Guys, the Facebook, the list goes on and on and on of companies and stocks, large cap and mid cap, that are making all-time highs. Okay. And if you're continuously just trying to fumble around in small caps when small caps are giving you like a quick one and done type of move, you might struggle when you could be missing out on really good opportunity in options. So I think, Richie, that, to answer your question is really, it depends on the market environment that we're in. I'd say right now, I think trading basic option strategies would be perfect for someone with a small account because the opportunity is tremendous. But if you asked me this question in May or June, I would have told you to focus on small caps. It depends on where the opportunity is. And this is where being a diversified trader really comes into play, because you'll have the ability and the diversity to say, okay, if small caps are red hot, I'm going to trade them. So if small caps are cold and large caps are absolutely on fire, I'm going to trade options in the large caps with your small account. So I think it's important that you're able to do both. Depends on market environment, but if you're going to do the options, just make sure that you guys understand the risk.
Yeah, and I'm in the same camp, and especially now, guys, and I tell people this every time I do a one-on-one. There's going to be days where you just shouldn't trade options, and you should just buy some stock, right? But when you buy stock, I always say, buy something that you're not afraid to hold, okay? Where you'd like, all right, if I need to, put myself in an ice chamber for a month, like I'm going to be okay with wherever it's going to be when I come out. With options, I think the problem is, especially for people that are starting and, with small accounts, is, the need for people to overreach. So they're starting with Apple, they're starting with Tesla, they're starting with Boeing, they're starting with Roku. They're starting with all these options that they shouldn't have, okay? I always say, like, a good rule of thumb is, if you had to buy 10 of these contracts in the money on a Monday, okay, and it was more than your account, don't buy them, okay? You want to start with something a little bit less volatile, where you could treat it like a video game, where like a racing game, where the more wins you got, you made more prize money, then you can upgrade to a car. Try and make $50 a day. Okay, you're going to be slower to get into your positions. You're going to be quicker to peel off the bad positions, and you're going to take that profit. $50 a day is $1,000 a month. And that's what you have to do to build up your account. And at the same time, you've got to put things in front of yourself so that, you don't, if let's say you've got like 4 great days in a row, you're like green 4 days in a row. And then on Friday, you're like, I'm going to go big. I've killed it the last 4 days. It's usually that 5th day where you're going to do something stupid. You're going to end up getting into an option you have no business getting into, and you're going to give up a whole week's worth of work. So take it slow, and just know, like, hey, you don't have to buy options every day. You can buy some of the stock. And, some of these tech names are giving you moves that will give you, that $50 goal, or $25 goal. Like you buy two shares, great, So that's what I would suggest.
Yo, Nas, what's up? What up, Nas? All right, cool. All right, good guys. We've got there was a lot of questions. Oh, nice, Wolf. My turn says Wolf. Thanks for the one-on-one. Doing much better now. Excited for the next levels when I can move out of X and F and Akron.
Nice.
So nice. Somebody would who just did a one-on-one with the Wolf. Very nice. Good stuff. Very
Yeah. My one-on-ones with people that are like my age and above are really good because you're dealing with two different types of patience levels, but it all works.
All right. All right, cool, guys. All right, I think that's we took about 45 minutes of questions. I think we can move on now out of our questions, and we'll start to get into our trade recaps. Okay, because we've got some pretty big option trades that we want to discuss with you. I'll let the Wolf go first here tonight. We've got two option trades that we are going to go over. Okay, one option trade is a 40% gain on my UVXY trade. And the Wolf is sitting in an RKT option trade. So these are swing trades for both of us. All right. A lot of people ask about True Trading Group. They always ask, like, well, what's your trading style? Are you guys day traders? Are you swing traders? Do you trade stocks? Do you trade options? Do you trade small caps? Do you trade large caps? And the answer is yes, 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 and yes. Okay, we trade everything in True Trading Group. We are very diversified traders. I've been talking to you guys a lot about that on this live stream, about the importance of being diversified. And that's why, like I said, we trade small caps, mid caps, large caps, options, ETFs. We trade it all. Okay, the only thing that we don't trade is Forex. Okay, the only thing we don't trade is Forex. All right, but we do trade. We do trade it all. Okay, so oh, nice, Dorian, way to go! Made $1,000 today on the Square call. Very nicely done. Joel, nice job, and like UVXY. Yes, long RKT from 19. Hell yeah, man! Great stuff, man. Really great stuff. Good job. So, hey guys, so like I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let the Wolf start things off and kind of talk to you guys a little bit about his RKT trade and let you know what call option that he bought today, what price, and let him tell you what his game plan is with the rest of his position.
Okay, guys. So RKT, this is one that people in TTG have talked about a lot. I don't know if anybody actually put on a trade. I never followed it if they did. But today, and like I knew Zoom was going to have good earnings, right? I didn't think it would be what it was. Just insane, like 50%. I knew DocuSign was going to have a good run and then a run up. Okay, great. So then I was looking at, I was like, okay, well, RKT fits that category. Get your mortgage online, Rocket Mortgage, blah, blah, blah. Heard about it. Everybody's seen the commercials. So now we were sitting at like $29, $29.25. And, I was like, oh, let me take a look at this option, right? And I was thinking because earnings were tomorrow that this thing was just going to be like overpriced, right? And I was shocked. I opened my thing and I see it's 410 by 420, and I saw 420, and I looked at that as a sign from the weed gods that said, yo, we'll do this. So I just started thinking about it, and I was like, okay, I'm getting into this option for earnings, right? What am I willing to risk on it if it goes sideways? And now I'm like trying to calculate everything in my brain. Like, okay, well, I take a look at the chart. I see that it's moving up. It's first I have to resolve that. Look, this thing is gapping up, had gapped up, and it's just kind of settled, right? Now, this is where the sentiment comes in, and understanding like the market psychology comes into play for me. And I'm like, this thing has been kind of culty. I've seen it everywhere. I see people talking about it. I know a bunch of traders that are in it. And and I'm seeing in real time the FOMO in all these other stocks. So I'm like, okay, when's the earnings? After hours? Okay, so maybe this runs into after hours. Runs, tomorrow, like, so Wednesday, it runs up into the earnings. All right. Then whatever happens, happens. Like I've got to be okay if, let's say they just sucked and everybody's just been like, oh my God, we just bought a Fugazi. So my strategy with this is simple. Okay. My plan was never to hold full position going into earnings, right? If you guys know me, I hate losing money. So the thought was, so anyway, we got in. So I tried to buy it at 420. It ended up filling me at 417. I'm not going to complain about 3 cents. And we just kind of bounced around. It actually went to 4, and it was like 4 by 410. I think for a second it flashed 390 by 4. But I felt pretty comfortable with it. And then everything started to take shape, right? Going into like the last half hour, all of a sudden it starts moving. And finally it gets to like 450, 460. And I said to everybody, I go, if this was expiring, this week and, earnings weren't, if this was just like, there were no earnings, I was like, this would probably be my first take profit, like at like 460. I like a nice 40 cents, 50 cents. I go, but, I made the decision when I got into this that I'm going to hold. And so then I start going over the strategy with people in real time. I was like, look, you can take profit. You can see maybe it pulls back. You get yourself a little bit of insurance, whatever. Then the thing just kind of all of a sudden goes to over $30. Now I'm having to think about my position because now we're up. Now it's at $5. And I'm like, okay. And I'm looking, and guys, I didn't buy a lot of contracts on this. So, I bought 10 contracts and I said that I was buying 10. I go, look, I'm not looking, I've never traded this thing before. I'm basically just trading this for earnings. I'm willing to accept a 50% loss on it. And now we're at $5 and I'm like, well, I think it would kind of be stupid to, I don't want to see this thing because we still have time. This thing could pull back tomorrow morning. And I'm going to be pretty pissed if I didn't take at least a little bit off the table. So I took some off at 5, okay? Not much. I took a third of my position off, which was 3 contracts. It's $240 profit, minus $1.50 in commission. And so what I was saying to people was, look, I could get to the point where, like right now with, I could sell 8 of my contracts and just keep 2, okay? And those 2 represent 0 risk. I'll have no risk, and I've got to be okay with if this thing, ends up booming to like $10 that, hey, this is all the money I'm going to make from it, And I have to remind people, look, you're going to have a lot of trades like this where you get out and they keep running. The idea is to just be profitable, right? Because you're going to get into a lot of trades and you're not going to take profit and they're going to end up imploding. So the name of the game is de-risk. So what do I do with the rest of my position? I had said today, I was like, look, if this thing gets to 550, I was like, I'm going to sell some more and then maybe I'll keep like 2 or 3, for earnings. Because, my goal was, hey, I'd be happy if I made $1,000 on this. Now, looking, if we open where we are now, with the 7 contracts that I have left, I'm probably going to make, another 50%. Okay. But still, there's a lot of day to go and anything can happen in this market. And also you probably want this thing to cool down. So what I'm going to try and do tomorrow is I'm going to try and take the first linear move. Okay. So what I mean by the first linear move is I want to see this thing, gap up and then just, maybe go up another 50 cents to $1, but in a straight line where it's going like this, it's not doing this. I just want something like, like escalator. I don't want stairs. If it's at 6 or, I'm guessing it's going to be at like probably closer to 7 when it opens, I'm going to take some off the table and I'll probably go and sell a contract at a time until I get down to 3. Okay. Now let's say this thing just gaps up again and we're at like 35. It can happen. Anything can happen in this market. Let's say we're at
it definitely could happen. Like Jason, I don't know if you see, I had the daily chart pulled up on my screen. That candle today on the daily chart, I mean, you definitely could see this thing give you one hell of a gap up tomorrow.
Yeah, especially if people are shorting, people are like panic, like whatever. I'll sell, okay? Because at some point this thing will need to cool down. And then at that point, if let's say I sell it at 8 and then it gives me 650 again, I'm probably going to re-enter the position. Not with my full position. I might buy half and, I don't know what I'll do. The point is, I know that I'm going to be profitable on this, and you've got to plan, like, why didn't you buy 20 contracts? Why didn't you buy 30 contracts? Because, in this game, especially when you're trading options and now, you really have to take what the market gives you. And at the same time, you don't want to just kind of, overshoot, aim small, miss small. This will be a good trade, on top of like all these little trades end up being big trades. So my strategy overall is I'd like to get out of, another 5 contracts, keep 2, and then see what happens. I'm going to have a lot of time with this because it's a September 18th contract. So earnings might be great and I might just hold them. This might be one of those situations where I execute, not that it's much, 200, I'd get 200 shares, but 200 shares at 30, if this thing's at 40, well, then, that's a little bit more money. All right. That's my RKT spiel. But I'm happy for you guys that are in. If you sold out, don't feel bad. You made money. Tomorrow's another day. We'll get another one.
There you go. Great. It's a great trade, guys. I mean, just a fantastic, pick up there on the play going into earnings, the run up into earnings.
With no charts, no technical analysis, all sentiment.
Right.
All on my phone.
Does anybody have any questions for the Wolf? Does anybody have any questions for the Wolf about RKT specifically? Does anybody have any questions about RKT specifically before we move on?
Danny, no, I'm not worried. All right, guys. Well, and then Mike's got his next trade, and then I can just I'll close my portion with tomorrow. MSOS is trading. Okay, so for everybody that's on Robinhood that can't buy any of the MSOs, these are the True Leaves, the Green Thumbs, the Cure Leaves, the Cresco Labs. There is going to be something on the New York Stock Exchange that is going to allow you to buy it. All right. So should be an interesting day. And I think that the pullback on weed was just kind of a little shake. Not getting.
All right. Henry, a lot of people are asking us. So many people ask me these questions. Like Mike, Henry's asking us, Mike Wolf, are you looking into any puts for the huge run up on DocuSign, CrowdStrike, Work, mass run up into earnings, but like Home failed miserably? Am I looking for any puts on them? No, I'm not. I'm not doing any. I'm not doing any options like that into earnings, like betting against these stocks. I mean, you could have said the same thing about Zoom Video, and tell me how you would have felt today on Zoom Video if you had puts yesterday. Literally, you're losing 100% of your investment. You're losing 100% of your investment.
And you're paying out the ass to be in that put.
Yeah, so, it just doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, guys, you're not getting paid to be in puts right now. You don't play puts into earnings. For the love of God, statistically speaking, you're going to lose. With the way everything's just going. Even when it's bad, it's like if it's somewhat bad, but not as bad as they thought, these things run up.
All right, guys. Whew, okay. So now we have no more questions on RKT. Nice job on that one, Jason. All right. So now what I want to do, real quick, guys, how many of you that are on this live stream right now, before I get into my recap on UBXY, and I want you guys to all pay attention right now as I go into this UBXY trade, because this was a very, very low stress, high reward, low stress, high reward trade on my UVXY. Okay. And this is a trade that I really want all of you that, especially for those traders that work a typical 9 to 5 or are distracted during the day or have other responsibilities on the day. You guys can't be sitting in front of your computer screen all day long. I want you guys to really pay attention to my trade recap on this trade because, like I said, like I am an active traditional day trader, but I also do swing trade. And this trade on UBXY is a perfect example of how traders that are dealing with 9 to 5 jobs or other responsibilities during the day, how you guys can still benefit and can profit from a different style of trading, which is swing trading, whether it's a stock or an option. In this case, it's an option. I'm going to share with you guys how I was able to make 40% on this option trade with relatively low level of stress. How many of you are on this live stream right now that are not yet a TTG member? If you are not a TTG member, I want you to type TTG in chat right now. Okay, if you are not a TTG member, type TTG in chat. Want to see how many of you that are on this live stream are not TTG members. All right, K Wash, Christopher Bazo, Hardcore Shane, Ricky Pro, Zach Miller, Mei Fong.
Damn, there's a lot of people. That's a lot of That's a lot of non-TTG people. Bo.
All right, we got a lot of you. Look at this. Domain NC, Nelson Price, Paul, Tommy, something within official, B Moles, Ernest, Pamela, Joseph, Iggy, Mike, Ronak, Kamisha,
You almost
Brandon.
you almost have to tell people who you are. There's so many people.
I know, guys. I think I'm going to have to.
I think maybe I might too.
Oh my goodness! All right, now wait, guys. All right, now real quick, how many of you are TTG3 trial members? If you are a TTG3 trial member, I want you to type the number 3 in chat right now. If you are a TTG3 trial member, type the number 3 in chat right now. All right, we got Pro, Reynard, Jorge Jr., Nelson, Crypto Bullet, Mei Fong, Kamisha, Fai Hassan. Nice, Jeremy. First day, just subscribed. Starting off with 120K in his E-Trade account. That's what I'm talking about. Let's do it. Alejandrin, Dawn, Kelly, Tony, all TTG3 trial members. Beautiful. Domain. Good. We got some TTG3 trial members. Guys. All right. So, guys, what we're going to do right now, let me go ahead and just break down my trade real quick. Then I've got some other information that I want to share with you guys. So, again, listen, let me go ahead right now. Let me break down my trade for you guys. All right, my trade is on the UVXY. All right. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to break down my UVXY trade. Okay, guys. So now let's talk about UVXY. Now, again, I want you all to listen up real quick on this UVXY trade because on this UVXY trade, okay, this is something that, like I said, for those of you that work a traditional 9 to 5, okay, I'm going to show you guys, or for those of you that are bound by the PDT rule, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys how you can benefit from. I can't. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get caught up with these questions. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to get caught up with all these messages that I'm getting. People that are sending me messages. Okay. So anyway, all right. So I want you guys to really pay attention, to listen up, because, you know, although before, you know, when a lot of you were asking me questions about options specifically. Yes, options are risky, but they also provide you with tremendous upside potential. That's why it's very, very important you understand how to properly trade options. Please do not just go ahead and start fumbling around with options on your own without really knowing what you're doing. I'm telling you guys that you can get hurt. But if you do know what you're doing, you can double, triple, quadruple your accounts, especially if you're on a small account. You can do that very quickly because the moves that options make are so intense. Okay, it's actually very common for you to see an option move 100% in a single day. It's very common. You know, I've been in option trades where I've made 400, 500% on my position on my final take profit, because that's the potential reward that you have with option trades. So yes, they are fantastic. They could be risky, but it is something that I think everybody should be able and diversified enough to know. Okay. Oh, wow. Guys, Mark Gibson. Yes, guys, give a big shout out and congratulations to Mark Gibson. Mark, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to. Don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm actually really, really proud of you. Mark Gibson says I have made $16,000 in just 2 weeks since joining TTG. My account went from 11,600 to now 27,600, and now I'm out of the PDT rule and I can day trade. Hell yes, Mark Gibson. Congratulations, my man. Hell of an accomplishment. Great job. Absolutely beautiful, guys. Big shout out, congratulations to Mark Gibson. Okay, so yeah, so like I was saying, when it comes to options, okay, yes, they can be risky. Yes, they can provide you with a ton of potential, but this trade in UVXY is a great example of how you guys can grow a small account without having to sit in front of your computer or be in the chat room all day long. If you guys are not able to sit in front of your computer all day long like I am, or like Jason is, or like some other full-time traders are, if you have other responsibilities that are taking you away from chat, maybe you were working from home during the pandemic, but maybe now you're starting to go back to work, and maybe now you're a little bit distracted, you can't be in front of your computer all day long. This is a wonderful example of how you guys can still benefit from swing trading, but also be able to capitalize on price movement in larger price stocks by means of using options. Because I was able to buy yesterday the $23 strike Friday expiration, that's the September 4th expiration call option at $1.27 a contract. Okay, so this is an example of a contract that you can trade even if you're on a small account, if you're bound by that PDT rule. And since I'm buying it yesterday and selling it into today, this is a trade that you can be following along with, even if you're not sitting in front of your computer for the entire day. So as I zoom in here to UBXY, the first thing that I want to explain to you is something I've been noticing in the UBXY over the last several days. If you guys follow the YouTube channel, or you followed or you caught one of my other streams from yesterday, when I entered the trade, I told you guys about this yesterday. And then on Sunday night, Jason and I did a live stream, and I explained to you all what I was noticing with some divergence in the overall markets versus the VIX. Now, the VIX is the vehicle that tracks volatility and fear in the marketplace. It is not a direct inverse to the SPY, okay? It is not a direct inverse to the SPY. It's possible that the VIX can go up even though the market is still going up with it. That's what's been taking place over the last couple of days. Over the last 3, 4, 5 days, the SPY has made a new all-time high every single day. Okay? Every single day. Look, new high, new high, new high, new high, new high, new high, new high. These are new all-time highs every single day. But then when I take you to the VIX, okay, even though the market is making new all-time highs, you can see how the VIX is steadily climbing higher. So this divergence is something that I noticed in the market last week. This day was the day that I noticed this divergence between the market and the VIX, because the VIX had a big, strong green day, even though the SPY was making a new all-time high, and that has continued to hold true over the last couple of days. You can see the VIX has slowly climbed its way higher. So now I'm looking at UVXY. UVXY is an ETF that tracks the VIX, okay? And what you will see is the exact same price movement on the UVXY as you saw in the VIX, because like I said, this is an ETF that tracks the VIX, okay? This is an ETF that tracks the VIX, all right? But now by recognizing that action, I'm saying to myself here, okay, what could be taking place right now that's causing this action? Why would the VIX be climbing higher if the SPY is making new all-time highs consistently? And the reasoning that comes to mind for me is thinking about another statistic. This currently is the smallest short position on the SPY that we have had in the last 15 years. Okay? This is the smallest short position on the market since the last 15 years. So that tells me that money managers and institutions, asset managers are extremely long in their holdings. They're almost too long. They're uncomfortably long. Now, You can't go ahead and sell a lot of these positions. You're going to sell Apple. You're going to sell Amazon. You're going to sell Facebook. You're going to sell Microsoft. You're going to sell NVIDIA, AMD, okay, Netflix. Are you guys going to go ahead and sell these positions? Are you going to sell Zoom? Are you going to sell Square? You're going to sell Shopify? You're going to sell Walmart? Are you going to sell those positions? You can't go ahead and sell them because then you're going to be underperforming the overall market because those are the stocks that are moving. It's that stay-at-home economy. Those are the stocks that are just plowing through all-time highs seemingly every single day. What I think is taking place is that as the market makes new all-time highs, money managers are looking for a hedge. They're looking for a hedge. They're looking for insurance on their portfolios, and they're starting to buy the Vicks and similar hedge type vehicles as protection on their portfolios in case the market drops, in case we have a sustained pullback in the market. Okay, in case we have a sustained pullback in the market, that is why I think you're having these money managers come in and they're getting a hedge on their portfolios by buying the VIX. So what I said to myself, now that I'm noticing this divergence, I'm noticing the strength in the VIX, I'm saying, okay, all we need is one pullback in the market and that VIX should pop. Because if people are already starting to acquire a position in the VIX and similar vehicles to hedge against their long portfolios, that's already pushing the VIX higher. That once you get that pullback, you're going to get some of those hedge fund managers and some of those institutions are going to chase that hedge higher. And that's when I think you can see UBXY go from 22 to 23, 24, 25 if you actually do get a pullback in the market. Now, we obviously have not had a pullback in the market. We've made new all-time highs now for like 7 consecutive days. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. Okay, we've had 8 consecutive new all-time highs. Okay, from here, I'll just draw it out for you guys. Okay, you've had 8 consecutive all-time highs get put in place here each and every single day. Okay, so what I said to myself is all we need is one pullback day, not a huge pullback. You know, we can pull back 2 points, 2.5 points. I'm thinking to myself that would result in the UBXY pushing up towards 2450. 2450 is going to be my final target on this trade. You will notice that this was a previous area of support back here in July until we broke down beneath that level, and then you can see the UBXY started to drop itself lower. I'm looking for us now to get back up and test that 2450 area, and all it's going to take is one pullback day in the overall markets, and I think we get a little bit of a pop up towards that 2450 area. Okay, so what I did was yesterday, I'll zoom into yesterday, I went ahead and I bought the $23 strike, Friday expiration, okay, call options at $1.27. Okay, at $1.27. This is what I'm saying for those of you that are trading on a small account, for those of you that are not able to sit in front of your computer all day long, pay attention because this is an excellent example on how you guys can still benefit from this price action. Okay, so I went ahead and I bought that strike, that call option right there yesterday afternoon while the option was at $1.27. We then started to push our way higher. We extended. We ended up making new highs, and we got up in front of the $23 area. The $23 area was my first take profit target because of this previous pivot resistance that we had in place there on Friday. Okay, so there was the resistance level that was in place there on Friday. So that was my first take profit. So now as I zoom in, you'll notice that the UBXY pushed all the way up and tested that $23 area. And I went ahead and I took a piece of my position off the table at $1.55. I sold 25% of that position at $1.55. That's a 22% gain on that first take profit. This is the recap that I did yesterday. If you guys caught my live stream yesterday, I recapped this trade for you. And then I explained to you what my game plan is with the rest of my position. Now, it's important to note yesterday that the UVXY never went red. Okay, there was your red to green line. Okay, that was Friday's close. We never went red yesterday. But now the SPY made new all-time highs yesterday. So the SPY's at new all-time highs, yet the UVXY never went red. Continuing to see that divergence in strength between UVXY and the overall markets. Now we come into the markets today. holding on to my position overnight, looking for some follow through into the markets here today. What happens today? We come in, UVXY gaps up, trade sideways, and then actually extends to make a new high of the day. Okay, so now we extend and actually make a new high of the day. We get up to 2350, which was my next take profit target because of this previous little pivot high where we kind of overshot 2350, and then you had that big sharp pullback on UVXY. So once I got up to that level, I'm saying, okay, guys, now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take the bulk of my position off the table, and I sold the bulk of this position, those same call option contracts, at $1.78. Now, this is from the $1.27 entry the day before. Now I'm selling them at $1.78. That is a 40% gain on the bulk of my position. I'm now still sitting in 25% of this size. Okay. Again, this is what I said I was going to do yesterday on my live stream. That's my next profit target. My profit target is reached. I'm taking profits off the table. Okay. But again, what I want you to notice now today is notice how UVXY did not go red. You notice how UVXY just traded in the green all day and then ended up right before the close. We had to push back to retest those highs. Now, let me explain to you guys what happened today right before the close. Right before the close, UVXY has a pop. Well, that's odd because look what happened in the SPY right before the close. The SPY popped to new all-time highs. So again, I'm continuing to see this divergence between strength in the overall market, but yet we're still seeing UVXY and the Vicks hold up higher. So we're still seeing these things hold up higher to continue to show me that divergence. And because of that, I'm going to hold on to this last 25% of my position. I'm playing with house money at this point. I believe those contracts were around the $1.68 or so by the time the market closed today. I'm long from $1.27. I've already took profits off at 155 and 178. But what I want you to understand with this trade specifically is the reasoning behind the trade, the rationale that I had coming into this trade, what made me pull the trigger on it, and for you to see firsthand how now that a lot of you are going back to work, now that a lot of you are being distracted with some other things, and maybe you're not able to sit in front of your computer all day long, I want to show you guys an example of how being a diversified trader, learning how to trade options, as well as learning how to trade stocks, you can still benefit from action in a stock like UVXY or ETF like UVXY. UVXY is an ETF, not a stock. But this is a perfect example of how you guys can do exactly just that. Okay, so I am still sitting in 25% of this position. We will see if we get any type of a pullback in the overall markets. It doesn't look like we're going to get that tomorrow from the way that the SPY trade in the after hours session. You can see in the after hours session we had a big extension up to new highs. We ended up trading a whole dollar higher on the SPY after hours as we make new all-time highs. So we'll see what happens on a UVXY going into tomorrow. But I have still a couple of days left. My options expire on Friday. So I still do have time on this trade. Okay. Real quick, guys. Now, before I take questions, I'm going to take questions on people that have any questions regarding my UVXY trade at all whatsoever. Just fire away, guys. Ask me questions. If there's anything you don't understand about my UVXY trade, if there's anything you're unsure about, now's the time to ask the question. For those of you that are new, I encourage all of you to stay till the end of this live stream. I have an announcement that I'm going to be making that I think each and every single one of you are going to want to hear. Okay. No, I am Monica. The UVXY was never that high. It's because of reverse stock splits. Would I buy the UVXY ETF and hold it to hedge? No, I probably wouldn't buy it and just hold on to it because you're going to just get decay on that. It's going to want to work itself. It's going to want to work its way down to zero. It's really only good vehicle for you to buy and hold on to when you really are expecting volatility in the coming future. If the SPY still rises, will I reload this trade? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I mean, I'm in this trade because I'm very specifically noticing the divergence between the UBXY and the VIX and the overall markets, and I thought that this was a good time for me to partake in this if I'm going to start to see maybe institutions and money managers come in and hedge their long portfolios by getting involved in the UBXY. It provides me a little bit of a safety net beneath me if they're going to be acquiring positions. And then if you get any type of pullback, then we can have it. Okay. It does not mean that markets are about to make a drastic move. So Kenneth Dixon said, what type of divergence, with this type of divergence, does it point to the markets are about to make a drastic move? It does not necessarily mean the markets are about to make a drastic move. It could just mean that money managers are just coming in, they're just buying some protection because the market has moved so high so quickly, and they're so long on their positions that they're trying to just get protection on their long portfolio before they, in case there is any type of a pullback, because they may not want to actually sell those long positions. So it's more of a hedge. It's not necessarily people saying that, oh my God, they think a crash is coming or anything like that. I think it's just more of a hedge. Can I go over why UVXY and VIX are rising even with the SPY? They're not rising in correlation to the SPY. Like, it's not like UVXY and the VIX are rising because the SPY is rising. Okay, it's not that they are they're rising because the SPY is. Andrew says, "What call are you guys doing?" Andrew, I bought the $23 strike call yesterday at $1.27. I sold it today for $1.78. I'm still holding a piece of that position. Okay. So hardcore rater, it's not necessarily that it's the VIX and UBXY are rising because the SPY is. I think it's because the SPY just makes a new all-time high every single day. That I think money managers are just saying, okay, guys, we have to position ourselves here in case there's any type of a pullback. Let's start to buy some insurance, or let's start to hedge our long portfolios let's buy some volatility. So in case we do get a pullback and volatility picks up, we can actually offset some of our losses on the pullback in the stocks by giving us some profit and gains in some of these hedge-like vehicles. And there's a lot of derivative type vehicles that they can get themselves in as well. But I think that's why you're starting to see UVXY start to move higher, even though the SPY is making new all-time highs. All right. Okay, guys. So now, with that being said, okay, now that now that we have, kind of covered our recaps of our trades, we have a ton of new faces that are in here. Now, I'm going to encourage all of our new faces. You guys are going to want to stick around here till the end of the stream. We have a lot of new faces on here that are not TTD members, that are first time here to the channel. What I want to do right now, let me just take a quick minute. I want to introduce myself to all of you that may not know who I am, and I'll let the Wolf give you guys a quick 1 or 2 minutes about who he is. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I know most of the people that are on this live stream know me very well, but we have a lot of new faces on here. So let me give you guys a quick little rundown and explain to you why you're even viewing this channel, why you found this channel, why you should be paying attention to the things that Jason and I are telling you. Because I began my trading career, guys, right out of college, working at a hedge fund in New York City. Okay. Before I was ever able to trade $1 of the fund's money, I had to go through a 3-month educational program where I was taught everything it is that I implement in my trading now here today. Okay. I did not know how to trade before I started working at the hedge fund. Okay. I got hired right out of college. And I went through that 3-month educational program before they let me trade with their money. And then I went on to receive a Trader of the Year award in 2008 at the hedge fund. Okay. I have now since taken the education that I received working at the hedge fund. I've simplified it, and I've created an entire curriculum of beginner and advanced stock trading courses and option trading courses and trader psychology courses that are available to TTG members that teach them the exact same type of education that I learned working at a hedge fund, the same education that I received that allowed me to become the trader that I am now today. And I make these YouTube videos. I do these live streams to share with you guys a lot of this information, share with you my thought process, my analysis, so that you can start to get a feel for this type of education and that you guys can be able to understand the thought process. That's why I spent the time right now going through that UVXY trade, because I wanted you to understand how I come up with these trades, like how I come up with these trade ideas, what makes me pull the trigger, what makes me take profits where I do. I want you to understand what goes through my head and what goes through my thought process, and show you how you don't need to be sitting in front of your computer all day long in order to profit from trades in the stock market. Okay, and that UVXY trade was a perfect example of that. Okay, so I wanted to just kind of share that with you guys. Like I said, a quick little kind of introduction on who I am and why you guys should be paying attention to the information that I'm sharing with you. This is not something I don't share on this YouTube channel, something that I figured out in my mother's basement. I don't share on this this is not something that I share with you guys on here that it's some special secret or some special strategy or something that I figured out, like I said, just kind of, through years of back end research or anything like that. This is stuff that I was taught by professional traders on Wall Street. Okay. This is not something that I just kind of, randomly kind of stumbled across or figured out on my own. So it's information that I share off with you guys on the YouTube channel. Okay, so for those of you, like I said, that have never heard of me before, you don't know what TTG is or what it's all about, I want to give you guys a quick little introduction on myself and who I am. So for those of you now that are new, that are not familiar with myself or the Wolf, I'll let the Wolf just give you a quick little 2 minutes on his background so you have an idea of who he is as well.
There we go. Hey, guys. So, yeah, I am the Wolf. And known as the Wolf of Weed Street. Guys, I started just like everybody here, or everybody starts from somewhere. I started in 2013, with a simple strategy of what's the world going to need in 10 years. Somehow found marijuana and, just started trading patterns and momentum and really taking shape for the next 5 years. I mean, even now, I'm the world's foremost authority on pot stocks. I have no problem saying that. I've called every pop, every drop, well in advance. If you follow me on Twitter, I've got the receipts, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. And as I've grown into, a trader, investor, I've really taken to options. So now I trade a lot of options, but with pot stocks being the thing that I love to focus on the most. That's me in a nutshell. You guys know me on Twitter. It's at Wolf of Weed Street. Maybe TTG Shug will put down my thing. I got my blue check. I'm certified. I've been in Penthouse. I've been in I've been in Men's Journal, Forbes, and I can assure you that everything you heard about me is true. I am a jerk, but I'm a jerk that knows how to trade pot stocks and equities. So yeah, that's me. And you guys are lucky. I mean, let's be real. Marijuana is a new industry. We've got a lot of catalysts in the United States. So what better place to be than with the guy that knows exactly what he's doing in the industry? Mike, take it away.
All right. Anybody have any questions about our background? Oh, nice, Ferdy. I appreciate that. Ferdy says you guys are earning my respect with this simple, honest advice. Yes, we do have something special for people that bring in someone else. Michael, we do have a referral program or an affiliate program. Okay, yes, we do. No, Yazba options is not the focus of TTD training. We teach stocks and options. Okay, we teach stocks and options. This is not just a stock trading room. This is not just an option trading room. We do trade both.
Well, I see Chef Daddy Florida, Michael Edward, you are Luke Skywalker. That is probably the biggest insult. I'm Luke Skywalker, if anything. Look at my office. It's all Star Wars. What are you doing?
Literally. All right, guys, listen up. Listen up. So for those of you all that had said earlier on the live stream that said that you guys are not yet TTD members, I've got a special announcement that I want to share with all of you now here tonight on this live stream, because coming up this week is Labor Day. Okay? And we've got a special sale that I want to share with all of you here now. Okay? Because right now you have an opportunity to join True Trading Group full-time for a 1-year all-inclusive membership for a 41% discount. Okay? A 1-year membership to True Trading Group is usually $2,048. Right now, you have the ability to join for just $1,198. Okay? $1,198. Okay? Guys, use the coupon code TTG920 to get a 41% discount on a 1-year membership to True Trading Group. Okay? Again, use coupon code TTG. Oh, my God. All right, guys, use the coupon code TTG920. Get a 41% discount on a 1-year all-inclusive membership to True Trading Group. What you guys are going to get access to with this membership is going to be 1-year access to our daily chat room. Oh, my God, bro. Here we go. Let's try that one better. Okay, there we go. Let's do that one better so you guys can see. I was blocking the wolf's face. All right, so let me explain to you guys what you guys are going to get access to. Okay, 1-year access to our trading chat room where you guys are going to be able to see my screen. Okay, hear me on the microphone, hear the wolf on the microphone, breaking down our trade analysis every single step of the way. The wolf and I call out our trades to you in real time before we enter a trade. We are on the microphone breaking down our trades with you every single step of the way. Okay, you're going to get access to the entire TGD curriculum, where you will be able to go through the exact same education that I learned working at the hedge fund on Wall Street. Like I said, this is what I use and implement in my trading here now today. Okay, so you guys are going to get access to our beginner and foundation stock trading courses, our advanced stock trading courses, our beginner options trading courses, our advanced option trading courses. You're going to get access to our trader psychology courses, part 1 and 2, how to trade a stock market crash, our new tax course. you guys are going to get access to the entire THD curriculum included with your membership when you sign up tonight and use the coupon code TTG920 to get a 41% discount. Our membership is usually $48 for the year. With that coupon code, you will only pay $1,198. That coupon code is valid up until Monday at midnight. So this code is good until Labor Day at midnight. That is midnight on Monday. Okay, guys, before the price will jump back up to $12.98. Okay, so you guys are going to be able to get a 41% discount by using coupon code TTG920. You can go right now to truetrainingroup.com/offer. And then that is how you guys can then plug in TTG920, use that coupon code, and that's going to knock off that 41% discount for you to join our TTG family here full time. In addition to the courses, you're going to get access to our mobile app so you guys can follow along with what it is that we're trading live in the chat room. Even if you're not in front of your computer, you can watch us on your iPhone, on your Android, on your tablet. It's completely mobile friendly. Obviously, it's the mobile app. You guys will get real-time push notifications sent through on our mobile app. You're going to be able to view the screen share. You're going to be able to listen to the audio analysis on the microphone live. Like I said, we're talking to you guys live throughout the day, telling you what we're doing before we do it. You also get real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. So it's very easy for you guys to follow along with any of the trades that we're talking about. Just imagine if yesterday you guys were a part of True Trading Group and you got a push notification that popped up through on your cell phone while you were sitting there at work, and you said, wow, okay, Michael just bought the UVXY $23 strike September 4th expiration call option at $1.27, and you got that alert, you logged in. Let's say you bought that trade around maybe $1.30 a contract, and then you get another notification today that says, oh wow, Mike just sold it at $1.78. You lock into your account, you then sell your position up there at $1.75, $1.78, and you're sitting on a 35 to 40% gain by not even sitting in front of your computer and not even sitting in the chat room all day long. Doing that from your desk at work, doing that from the grocery store, doing that from the golf course, because that trade today on UVXY and Jason's RKT trade today and then going into tomorrow is a perfect example of how you guys can benefit from being under the PDT rule, trading with a small account by using options, and then being able to still capitalize on this price action, even though you guys are not sitting in front of your computer all day long. Okay. You will also get access to all of our resources and tools, okay, that are included with our membership. You're going to get access to our trade simulator that has real-time level 1 and real-time level 2 data. You're going to get access where you guys can practice trading with stocks and options with fake money. You guys are going to get access to our stock screener, which will allow you to filter through the stocks that are trading on the day to know which stocks to focus your attention on most. You guys are also going to get access to our TGG forum, where we have our members and moderators go in there and they discuss different topics on our forum 24/7. You also get access to our premium blog that's updated daily. You get access to all of our webinars, all of our private study groups, and anyone that signs up tonight with that TG920 code is going to get included with their membership a free one-on-one mentor session with myself or any other one of the moderators that you guys choose. Okay, so again, anyone that signs up here tonight with the coupon code TG920, you have until midnight tonight to sign up with that code. You guys will be able to get a free one-on-one mentorship session included with your membership. In addition, you also get a real-time news feed from Benzinga Pro. Okay, so all of these features are included with your membership for right now, a one-time payment of $1,198 with the coupon code TGD920. Okay, guys, understand the value of everything that I just said to you. Understand what you are getting when you guys use that coupon code and sign up and join True Trading Group. You're getting the same education I received working at a hedge fund. You're getting a real-time Benzinga news feed, which by itself costs several hundred of dollars for the year. That's included for free in your membership. You're getting a real-time trade simulator that has real-time level 2 data. That alone will cost you a couple $100 for the year. That's included for free in your membership. You're getting a free one-on-one mentor session. That's a couple $100. That's included for free in your membership. You're getting access to all of our Traderpalooza virtual trading workshops, all of our webinars, all of our private study groups. You're getting access to our premium blog, our forum, our mobile app. You guys are getting access to literally every single tool, resource, and feature that we have available by using the coupon code TTG920. Okay. That is for those of you that want to join True Trading Group here full time. Okay. If you are serious about doing this, if you guys are serious about getting a professional education, serious about trying to supplement your income by learning how to trade stocks and options, the Wolf and I just showed you guys 2 trades that you very easily would have been able to have followed on these 2 trades and capitalized and benefited from the action that we saw. Jason's trade tomorrow is probably going to be, I don't know, a 30, 40, 50% gain on that position, depending on where the stock opens up. It could even potentially maybe be higher. And then I just showed you guys there a 40% gain on my UVXY trade by not having to sit in front of your computer all day long. Okay, and especially if you guys are trading on small accounts, these are the type of trades that can help you grow those small accounts. You know, if you had $1,000 in a trade, or if you had $500 in a trade, and you guys are able to rip out a 40, 50% gain, watch how fast that small account starts to grow. Okay, so if you guys are serious about this and you're serious about getting a professional education, quality mentorship, use that coupon code right now. Save 41%. This is only for a Labor Day weekend sale. With Labor Day coming up, Labor Day is on Monday. That coupon code is valid up until midnight on Monday. Okay, that is available up until midnight on Monday. Right now, if anyone is interested in doing a one-on-one specifically with the Wolf, for those of you that sign up with that coupon code, you guys are interested in getting that 41% discount, and you guys want to sign up and do your one-on-one with the Wolf. Okay, if you guys want to do your one-on-one with the Wolf, you guys can go ahead and use coupon code. You guys can go ahead and use coupon code TTG. Well, there he is. There's the Wolf. In Penthouse Magazine, a whole spread on the Wolf. So if you guys want your free one-on-one with the Wolf, you guys can go ahead and use coupon code TTG Wolf. Go ahead and visit truetradinggroup.com/TTG Wolf. If you guys want to do your one-on-one with the Wolf. Wolf, you want to say something real quick to those that want a one-on-one with you?
Guys, look, a lot of what I've been doing is twofold or threefold. Teaching people how to get situated in options and devise a strategy based around every different size of account. And then, get people to understand cannabis stocks and, what the next 6 months to a year is going to look like in Canada and the United States. The one-on-one, I think, is worth the membership. Like all that other stuff, all the other tools are unbelievable. Don't get me wrong. But I know, if you watch my webinar on just pot stocks, I did a 2-hour webinar on pot stocks and I gave the data. So I paid a quantitative analyst to give me a real high level picture of cannabis industry in the United States. And guys, I'm already a pro at this and I share that stuff with you. The one-on-one is worth it. The trades are worth it. The community is worth it. I think, I don't need to sell something that I think is already sold. But a lot of what we do in TTG is just, it's just amazing. And if you don't make a single trade with me, think about it this way. I will stop you from losing the cost of this membership on some stupid trade. All right. So
there you go, guys.
There you go.
The Wolf has un-effed a lot of people's portfolios on his one-on-ones and also shares his option trading strategies as well. All right. Now, guys, what I want to talk to you guys about here real quick, okay, if you are not yet ready, okay, let's say you guys have been watching my live stream, been watching the YouTube channel, and you guys still just aren't sure if True Trading Group is right for you. You guys might say, well, what makes TTG different from the other BS, scams that are out there where you sign up, they don't teach you a single solitary thing. They don't care, about answering your questions. They don't care about giving you mentorship. They literally don't care about anything other than just taking your money, and they don't really care about your success or failures. You're just figure it like you're just on your own. The exact opposite of how we do things in True Trading Group. That's why we have Jason and I, we do our one-on-ones with our members. We have private study groups. We have mentorship sessions. We have webinars. We have virtual trading workshops. We have so many things that we provide for our TGD family members. But if you guys are still not sure if True Trading Group is right for you, we do have a 7-day trial program that is called TTG3. And you guys can get a 7-day trial, to True Trading Group for just a one-time payment of $3. Okay. I want to let you guys know real quick that we have made an adjustment. The TTG3 trial program now comes with 3 days in our chat room, 3 courses, that are 3 courses I specifically wrote for this program specifically, that is guaranteed to make you guys a better trader. I think that after taking these 3 courses, there's multiple chapters in each course. I think after taking these 3 courses, I think that you guys will automatically realize that you've learned more in just these 3 courses than you probably have in the last year of watching YouTube videos or maybe being part of some other group that's not providing you with a professional education. So you guys are going to get access to, again, I'll say this again, for just $3, one-time payment, not reoccurring. It's one-time payment of $3. You're going to get access to 3 days of our live trading chat room that's open from 7:30 in the morning till around 6 p.m. at night, Eastern time. You can get 3 courses that are guaranteed to help make you guys a better trader. And you're going to get access to our Benzinga Pro newsfeed, which by itself is worth several hundreds of dollars for the year. You're going to get access to our trade history, so you guys can go and take a look at all of our trade history. Me, the Wolf, the other moderators we have in chat, you can take a look at all of our trade history over the last couple of months and see how accurate we are as a chat room as a whole. We're sporting about an 80% accuracy rating between myself, the Wolf, and the rest of the mods there in chat, and that's all verifiable. You guys can all go ahead and check out all of our trade history right there in chat. You're also going to get access to our stock profile tool, which is our due diligence companion here in TTG, where we compile all financial and stock information on any stock that you're interested in. There's a downloadable PDF report on any stock you're interested in, unlimited. You can download 100 of these PDF reports if you want on 100 different stocks, whatever floats your boat. And we also compile all the analyst ratings for that particular stock in one detailed report to help you with making your trading and investment decisions. Okay, all of that is what you guys get for just a one-time payment of $3. Okay, now, however, if you guys do go ahead with that $3 7-day trial, you will not be able to capitalize on the 41% discount, which is $1,198. Okay, that 41% discount, that is for people that are ready to join True Trading Group right now. Okay, so for those of you that are ready to join True Trading Group right now, you guys can go ahead and use the coupon code TTG920 and get a 41% discount on the membership, which brings the cost from what is traditionally a $2,048 membership. It's going to bring it all the way down to $1,198. Now, by signing up for the TTG3 program, you will still be able to get a discounted membership, but you are not going to be getting the massive 41% discount as I'm offering to you guys right now for our Labor Day sale that expires midnight on Monday. Okay, so again, if you guys are interested in that $3 7-day trial, you guys can join our TTG3 program. That's going to give you an inside look. You can give us a test run, give us a trial one. You want to try us out. You want to come and chat with us. You want to check out our courses. You want to navigate the member dashboard. You want to check out our trade history. You guys can go ahead and for a one-time payment of $3, you can check us out and decide if True Trading Group is right for you. But if you guys are ready to join True Trading Group right now, get a professional education, get a free one-on-one mentorship session, get all the resources, the same education and curriculum that I learned working at a hedge fund that I teach all of our TGD members here today. You guys can use coupon code TGD920 and get a special 41% discount that expires Monday at midnight. Okay. Does anybody have any questions at all about what I just discussed? And then, of course, if you guys want your one-on-one with the Wolf instead, you guys can use coupon code TTG Wolf. Okay. So again, coupon code TTG Wolf will be if you guys want your one-on-one with the Wolf himself. Okay. So does anybody have any questions about the TTG3 program, about the discount code, about our membership in general? Does anybody have any questions specifically about what I just discussed? Yes, you'll be able to join the chat room tomorrow. If you guys join tonight, you will be able to access our chat room tomorrow. Yes. All right. All right, guys. So that's it. That's nobody has any questions. The chat room is on our website. So when you guys log in to truetradinggroup.com, you'll see a big blue button that says trading chat room. You just click that. It automatically directs you and pulls you into our chat room. Justin Banks, what strategies do we cover? I'm a traditional day trader, Justin. My day trades, I'm not a scalper. My day trades last several minutes to several hours long. I also am a swing trader, okay? Like my UBXY call option trade I bought yesterday. I sold the bulk of that position today for a 40% gain. The Wolf is also a swing trader and day trader. I trade stocks and options. The Wolf trades stocks and options. We also trade ETFs. I trade small caps, mid caps, large caps. Like I said, the only thing I don't trade is Forex. So, you know, I consider myself, I'm a conservative style trader, which means I buy stocks on pullbacks into support levels versus someone that's an aggressive style trader. They buy stocks as they break through resistance. Okay, so that's you being an aggressive trader. Conservative means you're buying stocks on pullbacks into support. So I'm a conservative, traditional day trader that also swing trades. I trade stocks and options, and I'm not a scalper. Mei Fong says, what happens in your chat room? Do you make suggestions for stocks to buy? Mei Fong, in our chat room, I am live. The Wolf is live on the microphone all day, the entire day, telling all of our members what we are doing before we do it. I come on the mic and I tell you exactly what I'm buying before I buy it. I tell you what I'm selling before I sell it. I tell you where I'm buying, where I'm selling, and most importantly, I tell you why I'm buying and why I'm selling. That's the thing that's the most important here about your trading group, guys. You also see my screen. You see exactly what I'm doing, and you get real-time push notifications whenever we enter or exit a trade. Reza Velati, no, the option tutorial, the option courses are not available in the $3 7-day trial. The option courses are part of the full TTG curriculum that is available with your full all-inclusive membership that you can save 41% on right now by using coupon code TTG920. Yes, Green Savage says, I can't wait to see you guys live in action tomorrow. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. All right, guys. So that's it. That does it here for us today on this live stream. I want to thank all of you guys for joining me here today. Okay. Again, guys, use coupon code TTG920 to get a 41% discount on our 1-year all-inclusive membership to True Trading Group. That will also include a free one-on-one mentorship session for those of you that sign up here tonight. That coupon code is valid up until Monday at midnight. Okay, that's valid up until Monday at midnight. All right, you guys can get a a 1-year all-inclusive membership for only $1,198. That is a 41% discount. That is a huge discount, guys. Take advantage of this. Kind of that end of summer Labor Day sale that we're doing up until Monday. Okay, and then again, if you guys are still not ready, you're still not sure if True Trading Group is right for you, okay, then you guys can try out our 7-day trial for just $3. That'll get you 3 days in our chat room. It'll get you 3 courses. It'll get you access to our trade history, our Benzinga Pro newsfeed, and our stock profile due diligence tool.
Hey, Mike, can you show them the thing? Can you give them a quick run through?
No, I don't have it up actually.
All right. Next time.
Next time. All right, guys. So there is your so you got your 7-day trial for $3. And then if you guys are ready to pull the trigger and you guys are serious about this and you're serious about getting a professional education, you guys can sign up right now with coupon code TTG920, and that's going to get you guys a 41% discount. Okay? So again, the 7-day trial, you guys will not be getting that 41% discount. But if you want to give us a test run and you want to check out and see what TTG is all about, then you guys can give us a shot, try it out for 7 days, come and chat with us for 3 days. Okay? Or you guys can sign up right now with that discount for TTG 920 for 41% discount. All right? So that's it, guys. Thanks for joining me here tonight on this live stream. You guys have been great, as always. If you have not done so already, hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new. And I look forward to seeing a lot of our new faces in chat with us live tomorrow, as we will take a look and see where Jason's RKT swing trade is. I've got a small piece of that UBXY trade that expires on Friday, but I already pulled out a 40% gain on the bulk of that position. So at this point, I'm just playing with house money. If the SPY gaps up big tomorrow, I do expect a pullback on that UBXY call option. So we'll look to see what happens here tomorrow as we go through the rest of the week. All right, guys? That's it, gang. I had a blast. I hope you guys appreciate this live stream. Jason, the Wolf, and I, are signing off. Guys, I will see you all in chat tomorrow. Take care. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Later, guys.
Later, everyone.